Hello everybody, my name is Gandhi. Welcome back for another video of NHL 18 franchise mode with the Quebec Nordiques. That's right, the expansion. We did the expansion draft on the first video. We also did the draft pick and the free agents and all that kind of good stuff in the second video. Now we're gonna get ready to simulate the season, boys. Let's see how it's gonna go. We're not gonna waste too much time, but if you guys did miss the first two videos, go ahead and go check them out before you look at this one, because it's really important. You don't want to miss anything. I'm not going to show you guys my lineups. I already did that on the second video, so you guys are going to have, if you don't want to have a surprise or something like that, you need to watch the two previous videos before watching this one. But without further ado, let's do this. I already simulated the preseason, boys. So we're gonna jump right into the regular season and do this shit. So we're gonna do like we always used to with the Montreal Canadiens. We're gonna simulate 1 month at a time to see how everything goes and how every player plays. So we start off with our first loss. So first game ever by the Nordiques, by the new expansion draft, and we lose. So we are starting with a 3 losing streak. That's not the 3-game losing streak. That's not good. But we win 3-0 right there. Hopefully we're gonna be able to come back. We are not able to do that. We lost 1-0. That's not good. That's not too good. We're gonna go for QNG and Chill for forwards again. We're gonna go for another month. There we go. So I hope it's gonna get better. I think, yeah, it's not good at all right now. We only had 1 win so far. That's not good at all. We are losing all the time. Yeah, okay. So we are a team that is a rebuilder. So we were either going to be fine, really fine, like the Vegas Golden Knights in real life, or we were going to be in trouble. And that's it's showing us that we're in trouble right now. Reed Boucher in the lineups is actually injured, so we have to pick up somebody else on the left wing. I guess I'm gonna pick up one of these 3 guys, whoever is the best one. Grinder as well. They're all grinders. Okay, so we're gonna pick this one up, I guess. All right, think we're good. No, there's an extra. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's just, I guess, pick this guy. Who should we be? Who should we pick? Hang on there. We just replaced him by this guy, so let's just replace the way it is. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's continue the way we were doing stuff. We already have 1 injury. I made sure that we've got injuries in this franchise, but not too much, like not at 10, but at 9, so it can be balanced. It's not that balanced though, because we already have 2 players that are injured in the AHL. Our starting goaltender in the AHL is actually injured now. We gotta replace him by one of these 2 guys. Let me see. Which one can still grow? This guy can still grow. We're gonna play him instead. Alright, we're good. Let's just continue. Alright, so for our first month, it's a pretty bad month, boys. We managed to only get 2 wins, 7 losses, and 1 loss in a shootout at that. So really one of our worst months for sure. It's not a good month. Let's see the stats. Let's see what's popping up right now. Okay, why are we not playing great? We're gonna start with the stats just to see what we could do. So let me see really quick. We are right now dead last on our division. It's normal. We only have 2 wins. We can pick this up. It's only the first month, boys. We just need to make sure that we score goals or do something. All right. So let me see really quick. We are the 2nd worst team for goals for per game. So we are not scoring at all. We're not scoring any goals, which is not good. Goals against per game, so we are the worst team for the goals against and the 2nd worst for the goals for. So that explains a lot, boys. It explains a lot. The power play, we're kind of good. We're okay for the power play. Let me see. Penalty kill. We're okay for penalty kill and power play. So our special units are good. It's just we're not scoring and we're giving too much goals. It's the story of the team right now. Let's see, after 1 month, our best scorer, we've got 3 of our best scorers. Vatanen, Udo and Raffle, both, all 3 of them have 3 goals. Our best player right now is actually Shattenkirk, which is a really good thing. 8 points in 10 games. They're doing points, so my players are doing points. They're just not scoring, which is not good at all. So what we're gonna do, I guess, we're gonna change our. I'm gonna change my strategies for the team, I guess, and see if that's gonna help out because we need to change things up. So I was going aggressive, but since we are not that good of a team, we're just gonna go standard, and see how it goes. We're gonna go standard, not gonna switch anything else. The fact I was going aggressive means that I was giving chances a lot in defense, and that's showing up a lot since we are the worst team in defense. I'm gonna need to do something for the goals. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to do just all of that just yet, but we're gonna have to see. We're gonna start the simulation of the second month, boys. In the second, there we go. Okay, so let's start the simulation of the second month, see how it goes. I hope it's gonna go better. We're facing up against a team that's going pretty well right now, the Florida Planters, but we win. We end up winning. Reed Boucher is back on the team. Okay, so let's replace this guy by Reed Boucher. Let me see real quick. Let me do that. There we go. Everything good. Everything's good. All right, so let's continue, boys. We won our first game of the month. We're a 2-game winning streak right now, which is good. We lost against Calgary, but we won again against the New York Rangers. So I feel like standard was a pretty good. Not to talk too much right now. I'm not gonna say too much things, but we are still. Yeah, we're 3. We just won again against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So right now we're 3. 3-1-1, which is a good thing. And Wedgwood is back. Let's bring him up. Let's bring him up again. Replace this goaltender by Wedgwood. We're good. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So I think that it was just it. It was just a minor difference. It was a little bit of a minor difference right there. I was going aggressive for my strategy, but my team was not a team. I didn't have the offensive team to be able to do that kind of play. So I went standard instead, and look what happens. They're playing equally, and it pays off in the end. Now we gotta go for the extra with extra league, which is forward. So forward for extra league, 2 weeks. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 weeks extra league. We won a couple of matchups, so this is a way better month already than it could ever have been for the first month, which is a really good thing. And we're losing a couple of matchups, but most of our matchups that we're losing, I mean, at least half of them have been in overtime or shootout, which is a good thing. So at least that's a good thing, I imagine. We win, so we're winning a lot in overtime and shootouts, but at least we're winning. We're getting these 2 points, boys, or at least if we end up losing in these sorts of moments, then at least we can have a point or something. So at least we're getting it to the extra level, which is a really good thing. So much better month overall. We're still the dead last on our division. It's gonna be probably a tough division to play in this year, I imagine, because look at this, we're 22 points. We came back a little bit. If we can manage to come back and actually win more games than have more wins than losses, and we should be able to go back on top on top of everybody. But for now, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. For now, we're going to have to wait it out. So let me see. After the second month, boys, everything's going well after the second month. Grabner is actually now our best player with 20 points in 24 games. Our best scorer are Ward and Grabner, both with 9 goals. So there it is. My players are, of course, my players are going to be like producing because I've got players that are snipers. I don't have any two-way forwards except from Brian Rust. Because I know I've got the experience after like playing this game a lot and playing these types of games, these new NHL games a lot, and the franchise modes. I know exactly how the franchise mode work. So the two-way forwards, I'm telling you boys, two-way forwards are never gonna produce. They're not good big producers. They're the worst kind of player you want to get for your team. All right, unless they're like playing on the first line, then they're gonna be producing with other players, but like Brian Rust for example. But if it's not for that, then they're not gonna be producing. All right, so let's just go for the third month. I guess there's nothing really we need to take a look at. I'm good on the scouting side, so we don't have to wait too much, boys. Let's go for the third month. Let's go for the third month of simulation. See how it's gonna go. I hope it's gonna go good. I hope we're gonna have a good month this time. We got a scouting report done, so we gotta go for the CHL or SHL now, which is defense this time. This time around. So defense for 2 weeks. There we go. Defense for 2 weeks. We actually lost our first game of the month against the Colorado Avalanche, but that's okay. My players are getting injured a lot in the AHL, but at least it's the AHL. It's not the actual team, the important team, the NHL. So we're just gonna be playing this guy again. He's gonna come back, and yeah, let's bring everybody back like this, like the way we did it previously. Nice. Okay, we're just gonna do that like this, and extras. We're gonna have to replace this guy like that. And let me see, he's right there. There we go. So all of this is done. So Burmistrov is injured. I don't know for how much long, but I don't think it's gonna be that long. We end up losing our 2 first games. I don't want to go into a big losing streak right now. We're in 4 losses in a row. Burmistrov is back. Give me a minute, boys. Okay. I put Burmistrov back into the team of the AHL. Let's see if we're gonna win against the Carolina. We don't. We don't win against. We didn't win against Montreal. We haven't won any single game aside from this one that we just won right there. So we need to start winning, boys. Yes, we're gaining a little bit of points. We gained like 2 points, but by losing twice in overtime or shootout. But that's not enough. We need to win these games, not actually just lose in overtime or something like that. We need to go back into QAGMHL for defense this time. For 1 month. 1 month in defense. Yeah, we are losing. This is another bad month, boys. So we had a good month. No, we had a bad month, a neutral month, and a third one which was bad again. I don't know what to do, boys. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to do the playoffs this year. It's probably not going to be a thing. It's not even going to be we're not even going to have a chance to do that. So I don't know. Second round pick in exchange for Justin Bailey. Justin Bailey is what exactly? A second liner. Two-way forward though, so I don't want that. I do not want that. That's the two-way forward. That would be a waste of my time. Since he's only in the second line. Alright. So are we winning? No, we lost the last game. Of course. We've got Milan Frulik. They want to give us the Calgary. They want to give us Frulik, second liner, two-way forward as well. I don't want two-way forwards. I do not want two-way forwards. So another bad month, boys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 2, 6, 7, 8, 3, 8, 9, 10. So 3 and 10 for this month, boys. Not exactly, because we got like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we went 3, 6, and 4 on this third month. Not good. Not good at all, boys. We're gonna have to do much better than that. We're never gonna make it to the playoff at this point. 3 months that are less than desirable. So I know we're not gonna make the playoffs at this point. But I can still make it so that my team plays the right way and doesn't go to full on stupid and doesn't score. I still want my team to produce at this point. All right, I know they're not gonna make the playoffs this year, probably not. Already in the 4th month, the beginning of the 4th month, and they haven't done really jack shit to help them themselves. So we're gonna go back into edit strategies. Seems like standard was working for the 2nd month, but not so much for this time. We're gonna go conservative now. So we're gonna wait it out a little bit, chill things out a little bit more, go a little bit more defense, and see how it's gonna go, boys. I actually need to look at my roster moves just to see if there's anybody that I need to change, and I need to look at the scouting as well. Okay, everyone, I made a little bit of a change, not too much. No trades, nothing so far. The only change I made was on defense. Instead of Brodin with Vatanen, I switched it up for Shattenkirk and Vatanen. Shattenkirk is like our best defenseman, our best producing defenseman right now. Vatanen is our 2nd. So we're gonna make Vatanen and Shattenkirk, see if they can like produce a lot more even. And basically make Brodin with Bogosian. It won't slow him down. I'm sure it won't. Let's just hope for the best, I guess, and see if it works out the way I want it to work out, boys. We're just gonna have to see, I guess. So let's go ahead and simulate the 4th month. See how everything goes. See if everything is okay, the way it works. If we come back, we come back. I don't expect the team at this point to do anything special, boys. So let's just simulate the 4th month of January. It's a new year, everyone. Let's see how it goes. We start the new year with a loss in shootout. At least it's in shootout. We get a point out of it. Galiev is injured, so let me replace him. All right, Galiev was replaced, boys. Let's just continue simulation. Oh, a 7-0 loss against Minnesota. That did not help out at all. Okay, Galiev is back. Good lord. All right, Galiev is back on the team. We are up against the Buffalo Sabres. We lose against them, so it's 1-2-1 right now. It's 2-2-1, so we got 2 wins. I hope it's going to be better. Burmistrov is injured again. I'm gonna flip my shit, boys. Alright, he was replaced for the meantime, boys. Let's hope. It's starting to piss me off, the fact that everyone in the AHL is getting injured for some reason. All my prospects are getting injured. It's annoying. Let's go back to this SHL for defense for Rasmus Dahl, and we need to pick him up. We need to see how much of an elite he really is. So let's go for 3 weeks. There we go, again in defense. Now we're like what? 2-4-1. Yeah, 2-4-1 is really not good. That's what I told you, boys. We don't have to wait too much or to hope too much about our team. There's nothing really going on. We're not going to be a good team at all. Zach Bogosian is actually injured now on our team, so now we gotta do some roster moves. Bring up a defenseman that's in the AHL. I guess we could pick up Gurasi or Rafael Diaz. We're gonna go for Rafael Diaz since he can produce. Let's go for him. Let me edit the lines. Alright, the lines were changed, boys. Oh, hang on, I gotta change that as well. God damn it. I guess Eklund or the other guy. Which one? Both are the same thing. We're just gonna go for this guy, I guess. Switch things up like this. And I think we're okay. Yeah, that's perfect the way it is. Alright, so let's just go back the way it is. Basically, Diaz is the one replacing Bogosian, which got injured. Now it's really not good, boys. We got a weak defense now. Yeah, we are not playing that good at all. I'm probably gonna go back to standard. It's probably better for just my team to be producing at this point. Shattenkirk is injured as well. I'm losing all my defensemen. What the hell's going on? Alright, everyone's replaced, boys. No need to show you guys who I replaced him for. It's a nobody, basically. Brian Suter. Let me see. What kind of player is he at this point? I know he's a kind of old. He's 28, not that old, actually. Two-way forward. Don't need that. I don't want that. Get the fuck out of here. Don't need that. We got another win. A third win for the month. Yeah, at this point, I think we're gunning for the best draft pick possible. The best draft pick. It's just a shame, boys. I was expecting to have a good simulation, like at least have a decent simulation, but I guess it's not gonna happen. We're dead last. We're not gonna make the playoffs. Forget about it, boys. So playoffs is not an option for us this year, the first year. Let me just go ahead and change my strategies really quick. Send them back to standard so that my team can start like producing a little bit more. We're going to start producing a little bit more. Give it maybe a little bit more goals. I don't know. I don't really care at this point because they're not. Who cares really, right? They're not going to produce anyways. They're not going to win games. It doesn't matter anymore. So let's see. Grabner is our best player after 4 months of simulation. He's our best player, or 5 months, I should say. I don't know, but best player with 33 points in 49 games, 31 points for Ward and Ross. So my players are still producing. I mean, they're still producing. They're still doing fine. That's not really the problem right here. I mean, Ryan White's doing 14 points already. He's on the fourth line, boys. So when I'm telling you that my players are producing, I'm not joking around. Chasson is having a little bit of a problem though. But aside from that, I mean, it's going well. I mean, it's also the problems with the goaltenders. The goaltenders, I mean, Corpusalo went into 81 overall, so he's growing. But my 2 goaltenders, I thought they would be good enough. I guess they're not. They're not playing well at all this year, so they're not going clutch for us. They're not helping us out, and that's another one of those big problems really, but there's nothing we can really do about that. All right, let's go. Let's just go simulate the entire rest of the season, boys. Or actually just before right before the trade deadline. All right, we're gonna see what we can do right before the trade deadline. And I guess really go for it. Go for the. We don't need to do too much really, but it's just a shame. I really hate the fact that we could have gotten a much better season, a much better first season, but we couldn't do it. We just won our first 2 games of this month, but aside from that, nothing going on. Or Burmistrov was back. I just put him back into the AHL line, his first line, boys. Shattenkirk's back, so a couple of players are going to be back in this game, in this team right now, which is a good thing. Shattenkirk, you're going there, you're going there, you're getting replaced by Shattenkirk, which I want him over here. We're going to post back a Brodin with Vatanen and Shattenkirk on the second. I'm not gonna mess with things up anymore. I'm just not gonna do that, boys. So yeah, I think we're good. So let's just continue simulation, I guess, and hope for the best. We got 2 wins in a row. After that, 2 losses in a row and another win. Can we win it? Another 2 wins in a row. So we're starting to win right now, right before the trade deadline. How would you think about that, boys? WHL now for defense. 1 month, actually 1 month and 5 weeks actually, because it's a B assignment, so we're gonna need to give it a little bit more. All right, so 1 month. We got 3 wins in a row. This is gonna be actually our best month, boys. Can't believe to say that, but right as I was beginning to like abandoning the team a little bit, we're starting to have our best month. What the hell is this? This is EA Sports Simulation in a nutshell, boys. Now we lost 3 games in a row, but we win again against the Canadians. We lost again. Yeah, it's not. We're all over the place. We we can win games, but we can also lose a lot. So I don't know what to think, boys. I don't know what to do exactly. I am kind of desperate at this point. I don't know. I don't know what to do. We got another win to end the month. Right before the trade deadline, we're stopping right there. I don't know if we need to do any trades. We're just gonna look at the team. If there's nobody that we need to trade, we're not gonna make any trades, boys. We're just gonna keep the team as it is. Not gonna do anything stupid. We are gonna look at the stats really quick, but before that, I need to look at the roster moves. All right, let's look at the stats really quick, boys. Let's look at the team stats first before anything else. We're dead last in our team. Let's look where we are in the entire NHL right now. I want to make sure that to know what we are. We are dead last. All right, so we're the worst team in the NHL so far. That's just great to know. The worst team. The new team, boys, is actually the worst team in the NHL. And Golden Knights are not doing well at all as well. Well, shit. This is really not good, isn't it, boys? It really isn't. This is, it's just awful. Alright, well, let's hope we can have a better spot than that. I don't want to be the worst team because everybody knows that the worst team is not going to have the first overall draft pick. It's not going to happen. So we need to start winning a couple of games just to get at least third or fourth team or something like that. Alright? I want to have a good draft pick and not get screwed over at least. Goals for per game. Let's see what we got. Goals for per game. Not that bad. We went up. We're trying to score a little bit more. We're scoring a little bit more. Goals against per game. We're still the worst team. We're still the team that gives the most goals. Power play. We're the second worst team on power play, so we're not getting it done. And on the penalty kill, we are okay on the penalty kill. We're good. Okay, so it really is the power play. Power play is struggling a lot. Well, actually, I wanted to look at the stats, individual stats as well. Hang on, we're gonna look at this. Apparently, Joel Ward right now is our best player with 45 points in 63 games played, which is a good thing, I imagine. Let's see really quick. 20 goals, our best goal scorer as well. So, yeah, 45 points. 42 points for both Grabner and Ross. So this is my first line right there. Producing. They're doing the job. I mean, they're third liners as well. So imagine, they're third liners. They're doing the job. They should be doing like 30 points. They're doing 40s already. And they haven't done, like, they're probably going to do it in the 50 points. Close to the 60s. I don't know if they're actually going to be in the 60 points. But they're doing the job, boys. They're doing the job. Already did the job. He's a top 4. He did 30 points in plus. So Shattenkirk his job is already done. Same thing goes for Vatanen. Brodin is gonna do the job probably. He's 27. All right. So everybody's doing their job, I imagine, so far. Let me set the defense wise. So all these players are gonna do their job. Jelena is a top 6. He should be able to do 10 points. For the top 6, I want top 6 defensemen. I want them to have 10 points. So 10 points for Campbell and Jelena. I hope they're gonna get there. I don't know if they're actually gonna get there. I hope so. Bogosian is the only one that hasn't played great because he's not gonna get 30 points. He's gonna have a bad year, and he's actually injured right now. But nevertheless, that's a bad year for him. Korpisalo starting to be a little bit more. My two goaltenders are starting to play a little bit better, boys. So at least that's a good thing. So we're gonna keep it there. If you guys think I should make some trades, maybe make some trades I should do. I'm all open for suggestion, boys. Just let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna see each other for the next one. Remember to leave a like and just subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Keep it easy, boys.